You are listening to a series of 10 podcasts on the American presidency, presented by Citizen U. Episode 3. Explain how one becomes president. Trace the complete process by which someone becomes president of the United States. Remember, to win any election, you have to win twice. Presidential candidates must first win the nomination of their party, and then to win the general election. To win the nomination usually involves submitting yourself to the grueling 12 to 16-month campaign from state to state, winning delegates in primaries and caucuses. The goal is to win enough delegates so that at the National Party Convention, a majority will cast their ballot to place your name in nomination. Essential to winning this process is lots and lots of money, a top-shelf organization, and most important of all, a brand that can easily be sold to the American voter. Connecting with real people poses the greatest challenge to most candidates. Yet if you cannot win the invisible primary by raising sufficient campaign money, you stand little chance of winning. The best way to do this is to win early in Iowa and New Hampshire. This front-loading of the campaign gives a disproportionate advantage to those candidates who get out of the gate fast. To win the general election, one must win in the Electoral College. The Electoral College is the indirect way we, the people, select our president. As expressed in our Constitution, the Electoral College reflects the framers' reluctance to put the office of president in the hands of a direct vote. Mirroring checks and balances, the Electoral College allows the people to vote for electors who then cast their vote for a president. The electors, however, are not bound by the people's votes. The electors serve as a filter, supposedly protecting the nation from the whims of an irrational mob. The Electoral College also reflects federalism. The electors in the Electoral College are selected state by state. The total number of electors in each state is allocated by the total number of votes each state has in Congress. Illinois, for example, if they had 18 representatives in the House and 2 in the Senate, Illinois, therefore, would receive 20 total electoral votes, like they did in the 2012 election. If you do the math, that means there are 538 total electoral votes in the Electoral College, 435 members in the House, 100 members in the Senate, plus the District of Columbia, which is allotted 3 electors with the passage of the 23rd Amendment in 1961. This brings a total of 538 electoral votes. To win in the Electoral College, you must win a simple majority of the 538 electors. To win the presidential election, you must win 270 or more electoral votes. If no one candidate wins a majority in the Electoral College, the House of Representatives is constitutionally designated to choose the winner, with each state delegation receiving 1 vote. One curious rule governing the Electoral College is winner take all. The candidate who wins the most votes in any given state wins all of that state's electoral votes. This winner take all rule affects campaign strategies. Most campaigns will spend most of their time focusing on those few battleground states like Ohio and Florida. This also affects the issues of a campaign. Candidates will focus on issues that resonate in the few battleground states. The winner-take-all rule makes it especially hard for third parties to win. Third parties may score votes, but rarely enough to win a majority in any given state. Why have we kept the Electoral College? Certainly, tradition helps explain why we do not get rid of the Electoral College. Passing a constitutional amendment is not easy. Whereas there are many who complain about the Electoral College, there is no clear consensus on an alternative. Some small states think that the Electoral College benefits them. The battleground states would hate to lose the attention the current system gives them. Finally, the Electoral College reinforces our two-party system. After all, most people do not understand the Electoral College. It is difficult to change something many do not know about. Now that you know about the Electoral College, would you want to see it changed? How? Remember, once you become president, you are limited to 2 terms by the 22nd Amendment. And the line of succession is as follows: President, Vice President, Speaker of the House, President pro tempore of the Senate, and Secretary of State. You are listening to a series of 10 podcasts on the American presidency, presented by Citizen U.